May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Now more than ever, we need to find ways to stay connected with our community. No one should feel alone or without the information, support, and help they need.
Mental Health Awareness Month takes place in May and has been going on since 1949, and it's been a signature focus for Mental Health America for all of those years. And this year, Mental Health Awareness Month is especially important as we contend with some very troubling data for the mental health of our country. Well, you're absolutely right that the news is troubling and that our own data and research support that. That we collected data in real time over the past 2 years of the pandemic, and what we've seen is a general decline. So, for instance, over the past year alone, 5.5 million people came to take a screen, and over the last 2 years, that's a 600% increase in the use of our screening. That means many, many people are worried about their own mental health. And we saw more people reporting thoughts of suicide or self-harm than we've ever seen before since we launched the program in 2014. And our biggest concern is for youth. Just under half of those who took screenings were youth age 11 to 17. And more than half of them, 51%, said that they think about suicide more than half of the days or almost every day of the week. And this is especially true for youth who identify as Black, multiracial, or LGBTQ. So this is indeed a very troubling picture, and we think an indication of the long tail of the negative mental health effect of the past 2 years. Well, overall, we want to bend the curve. We want to prevent further suffering, and we want to create the conditions for a mentally healthy future for the next generation. So for one thing, we can focus on youth and the many things that are contributing to their mental health distress. We know that that includes social media, that certainly includes the social isolation and all the disruptions of their lives and their families in the last couple of years, and their fears about the state of the world. So we do need to focus on youth. We also need to ensure for everyone that basic needs are met, that people have access to housing, income, medications, those things that make it possible to be mentally healthy, and they have access to mental health care without any barriers. We also need to be responding at the right time with the right kind of help. And we're very concerned also about addressing the addiction crisis, which has reached extraordinary proportions as well. Well, that's a great question. And one of the reasons that we thought it was important to go back to basics is because all of us have experienced some depletion of our resilience, at least during the last 2 years. And for some people, of course, this has been an outright traumatic time as well. And so given the large scale of the problem, it seems that we really need to address this from a population scale focus. And one of the things that we can do is all be aware of how to take care of our mental health, just as it helps for all of us to be aware of how to take care of our physical health, knowing the basics, even things like diet, rest, and exercise, and then knowing some more detailed information about mental health so we can be checking in on ourselves, checking in on our loved ones, knowing when it's time to talk to a trusted friend or an adult, and help ourselves and one another in that way.